Browns fans have been watching this offseason and thinking the same thing. Are we really done yet? Because every time it feels like the roster is set, another interesting possibility pops up, and suddenly everybody starts wondering if one more move could take this team to another level. And you know how it goes around here. Once the rumors start, everybody's got an opinion, and the debate gets going fast. Before we jump into this, smash that like button and drop, "Here we go, Brownies, here we go," in the comments if you're riding with the Browns this season. The conversation around Cleveland is starting to heat up again, and one name is suddenly creating a lot of noise around the Browns: Joey Bosa. The possibility of bringing another proven pass rusher into an already dangerous defensive front is becoming one of the biggest talking points surrounding the team right now. Reports connecting Bosa to Cleveland are gaining attention because when you really examine the current situation, the fit starts making more sense than many people expected at first glance. Think about what happened with this defense. Myles Garrett delivered a historic season, putting together an incredible pass-rushing performance and continuing to prove why he belongs in conversations about the greatest defensive players in football. But there was also another reality hidden behind those numbers. While Garrett dominated opposing offensive lines, the Browns did not have another edge player creating the same level of production on the opposite side. Defenses knew where the biggest threat was coming from. Double teams came. Extra blockers came. Entire game plans were built around slowing Garrett down. Now imagine changing that equation. Joey Bosa is not being discussed here because people expect him to come in and replace anybody. That's not the story. The story is what happens if Cleveland simply adds another proven weapon to create pressure. Suddenly, offenses cannot just focus on Garrett every snap. Suddenly, the offensive coordinator on the other sideline has to think about protection differently. Suddenly, one side becomes dangerous, and then the other side becomes dangerous too. What's interesting is that Cleveland has already shown signs of wanting more defensive line help. There was previous interest in adding edge depth, and even though certain moves never fully materialized, the intention was clear. The Browns understand something important. Elite defensive lines stay elite because of depth, not because of one superstar. And Bosa still showed signs that he can contribute. Last season he produced 5 sacks, forced 5 fumbles, and continued displaying the power and technique that made him one of the league's most respected pass rushers. Even beyond raw numbers, evaluators still see the speed-to-power ability on tape. That matters because veteran pass rushers survive in this league by adapting. They survive because experience starts winning battles that pure athleticism once handled alone. Then another layer enters the conversation: money. The Browns reportedly still have room financially to make another meaningful move. They're not operating in a situation where every dollar has disappeared. There appears to be enough flexibility for another addition if the organization believes that player can truly move the needle. And that's where this gets interesting for Browns fans. Because if you're sitting at home looking at this roster, you're probably thinking exactly what many fans are thinking right now. If there is room for one more splash, why stop now? Especially when there are still recognizable names available around the league. Veterans with experience, players who have made Pro Bowls, players who understand pressure situations, players who could potentially strengthen positions that still have questions. But Joey Bosa feels different because the fit is not just about adding talent. It's about maximizing talent already inside the building. Imagine Garrett getting fewer double teams. Imagine third and long situations. Imagine rotating fresh pass rushers throughout games. Imagine quarterbacks trying to escape one side only to find another veteran waiting for them. And imagine what that would do for a defense that many already consider one of the strongest units in football. The Browns may already like their current group. They may trust the younger players developing inside the roster. They may believe internal growth is enough. But if the front office decides there is still one move left before the season arrives, adding a proven pass rusher could become one of the most impactful decisions of the entire offseason. So, Browns fans, here's the question. If Cleveland truly has one final opportunity to make a major move before the season begins, would Joey Bosa be the player you want wearing orange and brown? If you enjoyed this update and want Browns news the second it happens, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and click the video on your screen right now, because the latest Browns updates, breaking news, and exclusive coverage, you'll find it here first. Go Browns!